Master, here I am at the fourth degree. I have crossed the first 3 doors, yet I still feel as though I understand only a small fraction of the path.
That is natural. The first 3 degrees are the foundations of the initiatic journey. Before going further, it is necessary to revisit what you have already learned. In many traditions, the initiate does not progress simply by accumulating knowledge. He must first integrate what he has already received. In certain Freemasonic lodges, apprentices sometimes spend several years in the first degree before they can advance. This duration allows the fundamental principles to take root. Let us therefore review the first 3 stages. In the first degree, that of the apprentice, the primary teaching is silence and observation. In some Masonic traditions, the apprentice is almost forbidden from speaking during meetings. He listens to discussions, observes symbols, and reflects. This discipline recalls a very ancient rule: before speaking, one must learn to listen. In the school founded by Pythagoras around 530 BCE in the city of Croton, southern Italy, new students sometimes spent several years in total silence. They were called the acousmatici, the listeners. During this period, they learned to observe their thoughts and develop their attention.
So silence is a true initiatory practice?
Yes. Silence allows one to discover something essential. Most of our thoughts appear without us truly controlling them. A simple exercise practiced by some students consisted of observing their thoughts for a few minutes each day without trying to change them. The goal was simply to witness how the mind functions. The second degree, that of the fellowcraft, introduces the notion of harmony and structure in the universe. Fellowcraft studied proportions, geometry, and the laws of nature. In the tradition of medieval builders, the fellowcraft was the worker who traveled from site to site to learn new techniques. Symbolically, this represents the mind exploring different fields of knowledge. Ancient philosophers shared this idea. In classical Greece of the 4th century BCE, Plato taught in his academy that the universe possesses an intelligible structure that the human mind can grasp. During the same period, the Pythagoreans developed the idea that numbers represent the fundamental principles of the cosmos. For them, music, geometry, and astronomy revealed a universal harmony. A simple exercise of the second degree consists of observing harmony in nature. Look, for example, at the symmetry of a plant's leaves, the cycles of the seasons, or the movement of the stars. The ancients believed that contemplating these structures allowed for the development of a deeper understanding of the world. The third degree, that of the master, introduces the symbol of transformation. In the Masonic tradition, this degree evokes symbolic death and rebirth. This idea is not unique to Freemasonry. In ancient Egypt, the myth of the god Osiris already told of death, reconstruction, and rebirth. In the Greek mysteries known as the Eleusinian mysteries, initiates experienced ceremonies that also symbolized a descent into darkness followed by a luminous revelation. Historians trace the beginnings of these mysteries to around the 15th century BCE, and they continued until they were banned by the Roman Emperor Theodosius in 392 CE. These rites influenced many ancient philosophers. In the 3rd century, the philosopher Plotinus developed a philosophy called Neoplatonism. According to him, the human soul can progressively draw closer to the divine principle by freeing itself from its illusions.
So silence is a true initiatory practice?
Exactly. Observe the mind. Understand the order of the world. Begin an inner transformation. These 3 stages constitute the basis of many initiatic traditions. But now, a new phase of the journey begins. The initiate must discover how these ideas were explored by different civilizations. For example, in ancient Egypt, temples were not just places of worship, they were centers of study. Priests observed the stars from places like Heliopolis and Memphis. They already understood certain astronomical cycles that allowed them to predict the flooding of the Nile. In ancient Mesopotamia, Chaldean priests also observed the stars. They developed some of the earliest known forms of astronomy and astrology. In ancient Persia, the religion of Zoroastrianism, founded by the prophet Zoroaster, Zarathustra, probably between 1500 and 1000 BCE, taught that the universe is the theater of a struggle between order and chaos. This vision profoundly influenced later religious traditions in the Middle East. Later, certain Jewish traditions developed a mysticism called Kabbalah, which used symbols and diagrams to represent the relationship between the universe, the divinity, and the human soul. These various traditions show that humanity has sought for millennia to understand the same fundamental questions. Where does the universe come from? What is the nature of the human soul? How can the human being find their place in the cosmos? For the initiate, studying these traditions does not mean blindly accepting their beliefs. It means learning to recognize the symbols and ideas they have transmitted. These symbols form a sort of universal language found across many cultures.
So the fourth degree consists of studying ancient traditions.
Yes. It is the beginning of a long journey through civilizations. In the coming degrees, you will discover how these traditions influenced ancient philosophies, mystical religions, and initiatic orders that appeared throughout history. You will meet philosophers, mystics, and seekers who attempted to understand the same mysteries we explore today. From this moment on, you enter the degrees of perfection. You become a knight, and you have a quest to achieve, to find the Grail. If you wish, let us cross the fifth door together.